Scientists have finally found aliens in the universe. This is the research paper published by Indian-origin Cambridge researcher Dr. Nikku Madhusudhan. It's mainly based on data from the James Webb Space Telescope. Now this data is from the super-Earth planet K28B, which orbits in the habitable zone of a red dwarf star in the Leo constellation, 124 light-years away from Earth. But what's so special about this data that made scientists confirm the possibility of life on this planet similar to Earth? We found the strongest evidence to date of possible biological activity on an exoplanet. Well, the answer to this will blow your mind. So, is this data and research paper truly the strongest evidence of alien life existing outside our solar system in astronomical history? To find out, watch this video until the end. So hello guys, I'm Kaushik, and let's start another new episode. Before starting the video friends, just as you are connected with me on YouTube, you can also join me on Instagram. This is my Instagram user handle, the link will be in the description box. Go and follow. This is the Voyager spacecraft, 24 billion kilometers from Earth, which technically crossed the solar system back in 2012. It's the only human spacecraft that has traveled so far into space. And technically, it's the closest any human craft has gotten to the possible alien planet, K28B. So, should we send Voyager or another advanced craft to investigate life on K28B? Well, even if we decide to, with our current technology, it would take thousands of years for any spacecraft to get there. But if we achieve this with new technology, imagine we'd be seeing the first world besides Earth where alien life exists. Large alien creatures swimming in the oceans, alien birds flying in the air, and possibly aliens walking and hunting on the surface. But wait, really? Can we truly confirm the presence of aliens there based solely on the James Webb Space Telescope graph? In 2019, something strange happened. During this time, scientists researching planet K28B noticed something unusual in its atmosphere, something that is a sign of life on Earth water. For the first time, our research confirmed the presence of water vapor in its atmosphere. This means it's possible that large oceans of water exist on its surface. After this, scientists gave the planet a new and unique name: Hycean planets, a planet whose atmosphere is filled with hydrogen-rich gases and whose surface is covered with H2O ocean water. Now these Hycean planets are neither like Earth nor like distant gas giants such as Jupiter and Neptune. Instead, their atmosphere is filled with dense hydrogen, and according to scientists, supercritical water, which is the fourth state of water, neither solid nor gas, could exist in this environment. The scientist who put planet K28B on the list of Hycean planets was Dr. Nikku Madhusudhan, associated with the University of Cambridge. He was the first to call K28B a strong candidate for this Hycean class. But the question was, is the mere indication of water vapor enough to consider a planet life-sustaining? We get the answer in 2023, when the James Webb Space Telescope studied the light spectrum coming from this planet in even more detail. And this time, scientists found something no one had imagined. This time, there were signs of carbon dioxide and methane in the atmosphere, along with the presence of a mysterious gas DMS or dimethyl sulfide. But what's so special about this gas that scientists were so surprised? Well, for that we need to go back to our Earth a little bit in time. Friends, I'm going to tell you a secret. This software is Akash's, your key to victory. This software is a new tool, a program that predicts the results of the plane crash game. Akash's prediction software opens on one phone, and the game starts on the other. Now look, I'm playing with 2500. The software gives me a prediction of 9.83x. The first time we set auto cache out at 5.30. Yes, 13,250. And once again, this time I'm confidently playing with 8,000. The new prediction is 6.61x, so I'll set auto cache out at 5.30, and yes, I won again, 36,000. From 2,500 to 41,250. Now this is just the beginning. Do you want to change your life? Go to Akash's Telegram channel right away. Click on the Get My Bot button above. With just one click, the software will be yours. This is your chance to win. Akash knows how to win. Subscribe, download the software, and start winning. The link will be in the description box. Now coming back to the topic, this is 3.5 billion years ago, when life began on Earth. This life didn't start on its surface but in the oceans, where the formation of phytoplankton, or blue-green algae, began, without which life on Earth today would not be possible. And these blue-green algae have a special characteristic. Their presence in our Earth's atmosphere creates a special compound called DMS, or dimethyl sulfide. And even more importantly, scientists haven't found any other natural chemistry on the entire Earth that naturally produces this gas besides phytoplankton. On top of that, this gas is also quite unstable and breaks down into other molecules in the atmosphere within a short time. In such a situation, detecting it is quite difficult and only possible, especially when it is continuously produced in large quantities on a planet. And all these things have been found in the atmosphere of this planet K28B, where gases like DMS and DMDS have been found in the atmosphere in quantities many times greater than on Earth. In short, it can be said that phytoplankton or some other form of life could exist in the oceans of K28B, continuously producing this gas in the atmosphere of this alien planet. Now, this claim and discovery are quite significant. That's why scientists decided to do a little more research on this planet using the James Webb Space Telescope. And finally, on April 17, 2025, a paper was published which clearly stated that the possibility of alien life on K28B is far greater than any life signs found by humans in the universe so far. And again, the entire research was conducted and even published by Cambridge researcher Dr. Nikku Madhusudhan. Supporting his paper, Cambridge University also published an article titled "Strongest Hints Yet of Biological Activity Outside the Solar System," which went viral worldwide in such a way that everyone started talking about how humans had finally found aliens. But really, does the presence of gases like DMS and DMDS truly mean confirmed alien life? It's sad to say, but most scientists don't agree with Dr. Nikku Madhusudhan. Let's understand this topic in more detail with scientific angles. So, 124 light-years away, there's a red star, K218. It's smaller than our Sun and less bright. Two large planets, K218b and K218c, orbit around it. K218b is in the habitable zone of this star, meaning theoretically, its atmosphere could support life. It was first discovered in 2015 by the Kepler Space Telescope. This planet has several unique features that have puzzled scientists. For example, its size, which is 2.6 times larger than Earth. This means it's twice as big as Earth, and its mass is 8 times that of Earth, giving it a density of 2.67 grams per cubic centimeter. This density shows that it's neither entirely rocky nor entirely gaseous. It's a planet whose composition is different from any planet in our solar system, somewhere between rocky and gaseous planets. Perhaps that's why some scientists call it a mini Neptune. Now, if we believe Dr. Nikku Madhusudhan, then life like Earth's is thriving in the oceans beneath K218b's thick, hydrogen-rich clouds. It's not yet clear whether this life is as advanced as Earth's or merely microbial, but according to him, the light spectrum and the presence of DMS gas almost confirm the presence of life there. But is this data and the presence of DMS gas enough for this claim? Because you see, science doesn't just look at headlines, it looks at data. And when other scientists read the research paper published by the Cambridge University team led by Dr. Nikku Madhusudhan, which claimed the detection of DMS gas indicated the presence of alien life, and examined the data sets with new tools, a shocking thing was revealed that completely changes the whole story. Look friends, in any scientific detection, one thing is most critical: statistical significance. But the detection by this Cambridge team was only 3 sigma, which tells us that the accuracy of the James Webb Space Telescope data, on which we are almost confirming alien life based on the presence of DMS gas, is at risk, and it is not scientifically correct to fully trust it. You can think of statistical significance as marks given to research in the scientific community, ranging from 1 to 5. 1 sigma is a very low possibility, and 5 is the highest and given to almost confirmed research. But this research only received 3 sigma, which indicates that the scientific community is still not sure whether DMS gas actually exists here, or if its detection is just noise or an error generated in the data. Given this, many scientists believe that calling this the strongest evidence of alien life, despite a very low possibility, is a publicity stunt. Something similar to what happened a while ago regarding an underground city beneath the pyramids. The special thing about this narrative was that it was not based entirely on observational data, but on model-based speculations. All of this was started step by step so that by the final result, it would all seem quite believable. It began in 2021 when Dr. Nikku Madhusudhan first used the term Hycean planets for K218b, and as I mentioned, this term was coined for planets whose atmosphere is densely filled with hydrogen, like a gas giant, but still have water oceans beneath them. And then he published different research papers, presenting the DMS gas pattern in its spectrum as proof of alien life. But here, a big scientific problem arises. Models are not considered valid until they are validated by observations. In short, even though we have detected water vapor in its atmosphere, besides having a hydrogen-rich atmosphere, we still haven't found proof that oceans exist there. Even our current understanding questions the existence of such planets. For example, we only have observational proofs of 2 types of planets: terrestrial planets like Earth, Mars, and Venus, which are rocky planets, and gas giants like Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. But a planet that is both a gas giant and has oceans on top of it, such planets only exist in mathematics and data so far. We have no observational proof that such planets can truly exist, or that K28B is such a planet. From the James Webb Space Telescope data, we only know that there are some molecules in K28B's atmosphere, such as methane, carbon dioxide, or DMS, which is questionable because this research is only 3 sigma. But these molecules do not guarantee any specific internal structure. And until we can confirm its composition and internal structure, the claim of the strongest possibility of alien life seems far from the truth, because the planet we consider a paradise filled with water and air could actually be a planet filled with lava erupting from volcanoes. And how do we know this? Well, let's find out next. Now, let's talk about temperature. The models for K28B suggest that its atmosphere is extremely hot. Some estimates indicate that the surface or interior temperature could easily exceed 400 degrees Celsius. And again, we don't know of any life that can survive this temperature. Even oceans cannot survive this temperature, which further questions Dr. Nikku Madhusudhan's claim of K28B being a Hycean planet. And then, there's planetary albedo, or the reflectivity of the planet. A recent peer-reviewed study showed that K28B's albedo is so low that it indicates either dense cloud layers trapping infrared radiation, or a magma ocean-like surface that absorbs infrared. There's nothing life-sustaining like an ocean here. This means if there are oceans on this planet, they are made of magma lava. Now you tell me, can Earth-like life exist in such oceans? In such a case, the presence of DMS gas, even if its presence is proven with 5 sigma in the future, still doesn't guarantee life. On Earth, this gas is produced by marine phytoplankton, but now we know that this gas has also been found in comets, where no life exists. Besides, in some experiments, DMS has also been successfully created in lab conditions without any biological agent. And its discovery in comets simply shows that there is still some unknown chemistry that can produce it without life. This directly means that DMS is not a potential biosignature. But then presenting it as if a discovery has been made goes against the very principle of science on which trust is built. This entire case has raised another serious concern: science communication versus science commercialization. It's easy to take a powerful narrative and make it go viral through a press release, but its impact affects long-term trust. So, if the interior is not confirmed, surface conditions are not life-sustaining, and the presence of DMS is not solid, then why is the Hycean model being hyped so much? For that, we need to go back to this research paper. So, I've opened this paper in front of you. Now, the credibility of a paper is decided by the sources mentioned in it, so that if there's any claim or scientific term, I can confirm its source through the link provided in the research paper itself. But just look, what happens when I try to find the source here? Do you see a pattern? In this research paper, published by Dr. Nikku Madhusudhan and his team, almost all scientific evidence and claims are sourced from Dr. Nikku Madhusudhan's own research papers, which he has systematically published over the past few years. This is like me claiming that multiverses are real, and when the world asks for proof, I send them links to my old videos saying, "Look, I've been saying this for years, so you have to believe it." The example is funny, but the reality of this research paper is somewhat similar. Looking at this paper, it seems that Dr. Nikku Madhusudhan has built this narrative of alien life proof by fitting every new observation layer by layer into the same model. Now look, the person is of Indian origin, but it's also my duty to say what's wrong. And this is what bothers many astrophysicists. They believe that this approach dilutes scientific neutrality. No model should be expanded until existing data strongly supports it. The problem with the K28B story is not that something was detected. The problem is that a very big conclusion was drawn from very little data, an idea that is visually captivating. A blue-green planet covered in hydrogen, with a boiling ocean hidden beneath, and perhaps microbial life swimming in it. But when we combine the cold readings from the telescope, statistical reanalysis, and thermal models, this illusion seems far from reality. So friends, this was our video with a detailed analysis of the recent viral potential alien life possibility. We have tried to make this topic completely clear and easy for you through this video. Anyway, understanding the language of scientific terms, research papers, and articles is quite difficult for a common person. Moreover, without deep research and looking at all angles together, understanding the true reality is almost impossible. And it is after this complex task, our hard work and several days of research, that we create such detailed, in-depth videos. And most people who want sensational content don't like them as much, and the views on them decrease. By the way, many of you had commented for this, which is why I made this video, and I want to know your opinion. Should I continue with such detailed analysis and research paper videos, which I will only put in members-only videos, which will be only for those who are members of this channel and who truly want to learn and know about it? If your answer is yes, you can write it in the comment section below and join our channel's membership. If that happens, I will definitely bring such detailed videos for members. If you like the video, please like it and share it with your friends. Dreaming of easy success? Akash's software is your key to success. The link is in the description. Subscribe and click on the Get My Bot button shown in the video. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. And if you like this video, I recommend you watch the next video about the full truth of the recent reincarnation of the dire wolf. Have humans really brought the dire wolf back to life? Is this a true event? There are some other trending news stories like this that are covered in that video. Go and watch it, it's very interesting. I'll meet you with the next episode. Until then, bye.